See, like I would film this close because my eyelashes look kind of popping, but like y'all too close. Hold on. All right, that's cool. Scale of 1 to 10, how crazy does my hair look? Pretty wild, right? Don't judge me, I don't care. I'm chilling, I'm just chilling, all right? So I'm sure we all wanna know how I achieved this, all right? We read the title, we're like, how the did she make this happen? I got you, hold on. So just listen to this video, okay? Hear me out, because I did all of this naturally, and everyone, I mean everyone, should take this advice that I'm about to tell you guys, okay? Don't click off, don't exit out of this video if it's not something you wanna hear. Like, seriously, listen to this, okay? Herbal supplements, folks. Herbal supplements. Silence, don't be interrupted. I'm about to change your life, seriously, because they've changed mine, all right? So let's get into the list. It's kind of a long list of herbal supplements that I highly recommend. Everyone should take them, not just if you have a certain issue. I mean, if you have a certain issue with a certain part of your body, then definitely take that one that I specifically talk about. But I take all of these every single day, and they have seriously changed my life. And like, I can just say, maybe I'll just talk at the end, because I just need to get into the video, right? We should just get started. And then we'll talk at the end a little bit more about some herbal supplement stuff and information, okay? Okay, so let's get into it. First up, this is the GOAT, okay? The GOAT, Sarsaparilla. Oh, by the way, I will have links to everything down below, everything. So you don't just think I'm just some girl preaching about some random shit. This video is also not sponsored. First, you have to understand that all diseases, pretty much, almost, I don't wanna sit here and say all, but a lot, majority of diseases come from inflammation. Pretty much most diseases, colds, flus, even those little things, cancer, and inflammation of something. So sarsaparilla is helpful for, it's an anti-inflammatory. So arthritis, any type of aches in your joints or your bones or any type of stuff like that, takes care of all that. Any organs basically that are internally inflamed, which a lot of you probably aren't aware that they are, but trust me, depending on your diet, because what you eat definitely sets up the roadmap for where your life's going. Yeah, that will determine a lot for those organs inside your body. Once you take this, you'll be like, wow, I feel better. I'm brand new. So basically, like, the big part of it, how it does that, is it basically becomes best friends with your adrenal glands. And if you don't know what those are, I have a link down below to like kind of figure out what those are, because a lot of people, I realize, are not aware of what's in our bodies, but your adrenal glands, I don't know if I'm even saying that right, to be honest, they are like really important, fam. Very important. Sarsaparilla will help you regulate your blood sugar. This hormone called cortin is generated from sarsaparilla, which ends up helping to regulate your blood sugar levels. There's a helicopter, hello. Also helps your immune system, totally boosts that. So if you have a weak immune system, sarsaparilla will definitely help that problem. Also, last little thing it does is detoxify the blood. It helps the kidneys drain a little easier, so there's less stress on your kidneys. It basically stimulates urination. It's not like you're about to be peeing all day, fam. You're not about to be peeing all day. But if your blood is flowing, things are working right, you'll realize by the end of this video that everything's connected, and that like if one organ is working, this one's gonna be working. Like, you want it all to be a system of working organs. But if you detoxify your blood and your blood is cleansed, your kidneys will be happy, you'll get rid of excess toxins and whatnot through your urine. Yeah, just, you know, get you some sarsaparilla in your life. Let's move on. I love this herb so much, which is such a nerdy thing to say, but milk thistle. So milk thistle basically is directly super beneficial to your liver. And your liver is like the powerhouse of your freaking body. Like, you need your liver to do its job properly, okay guys? Research your body, know what's in there, all right? For real, like seriously. You're not a nerd for knowing what's in your body. I will keep it real with you guys. You have a hangover? You take some milk thistle? Gone, fam. Your liver will be like, ooh, yes. Basically, it helps convert the nutrients from your food into your body, and it will ultimately boost your metabolism and, again, control your blood sugar levels. So hepatitis, jaundice, cirrhosis, whatever, those kind of things will definitely be helped by milk thistle. Milk thistle makes you feel so good. When you do take some milk thistle for the first time, for the first like 2 weeks, I don't know, personally, I definitely 100% noticed a change. It also is good for your heart, reduces cholesterol levels a little bit. So if you got some cholesterol issues, got you. Get you some milk thistle. All of these herbs, by the way, I don't think I've said yet, are pretty affordable. Milk thistle is probably the most expensive. Sometimes it's like $14, $15 for a month's supply, but it's the truth. So I think that's why, like, they were like, this is the truth. We gotta charge them and make guap off this because it's the truth. Next supplement I take is seaweed, kelp, actually. So fun fact, kelp is actually better than kale. You know how people always hype up kale? Kale's so great, kale does all this. Kelp is even better. There are so many vitamins and nutrients and great things in kelp. Seaweed is the shit. right? So if your iodine levels are low, get you some kelp because it is basically concentrated in iodine, which, like I'm gonna keep repeating, helps your metabolism function and your thyroid function. Very important things in your body. Your metabolism needs to function properly. You need to get waste out of your body when you digest it and things. Like that is one of the biggest problems for a lot of people because they're not eating the right foods. But that's another video. So there's iron, calcium, zinc, copper, magnesium, potassium, vitamins B6, vitamins B12, vitamin A, I believe vitamin C. And guess what, guys? The dope shit about kelp is all those vitamins help your hair and your skin and your nails grow. Definitely can say kelp has helped my hair grow. Oh my god, you guys always comment about my hair. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm also a vegan, so that's like a huge part of like, you know, what I'm putting in my body definitely helps circulation, blood flow, you know. But having kelp has definitely helped my hair grow, my nails grow, my skin clear. What? Your girl used to have bad acne, fam. Also, a lot of people have said that they lost weight on kelp. All those vitamins and all that great stuff and the metabolism flowing, I guess, you know, kind of suppresses your appetite. You're not as hungry as you might normally be. Next gem we're gonna talk about is dandelion. So there's this thing called beta-carotene in dandelion, which basically converts to vitamin A, which is a super essential vitamin that you need in your body. Also, it has a ton of fiber, potassium, magnesium, zinc, a bunch of great stuff, like list goes on. And this little beautiful dandelion flower, you're not seriously eating a dandelion flower, by the way. It contains more protein than spinach. So if you on that protein kick, girl or guy, you might think about taking some dandelion in your life. I should say though, it's super mild, but it is a mild laxative. Actually, all these herbs, I guess, can be considered, I'm like looking at them, sorry, I keep looking that way. They could all be kind of considered mild laxatives, but not in a way of like you're gonna shit your brains out for a day. It's because it's helping your body function the way that it should function. You know what I mean? Like I was just saying, like your body should be flowing. Things should be coming in and coming out. It shouldn't just get stuck up in your body. You know what I mean? The nutrients should get stuck in your body, but the waste and toxins and things like that, yeah. So these supplements help that happen. So it is, disclaimer, I guess, a mild laxative, but you will not shit your brains out. And again, helps your liver, helps regulate blood sugar. You're gonna find that all of this gets very repetitive. But I will say that taking just one by itself, no, you really won't see the results. I mean, you might see some, but taking them all together, or at least a good number of them together, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't take all of them all the time, because sometimes I run out and I don't have time to go to the store. But when I am on all of them, I am on top of the world. Nobody can tell me anything, okay? All right, this next one is not a daily supplement. This one is a laxative. It is cascara sagrada. I think a few people might have heard of it. It's really fun to say. Cascara sagrada! You know, I like saying it. My neighbors are probably like, what is wrong with this girl? It is a colon cleanser, okay? It will make you maybe shit your brains out. I don't really know. People like fear laxatives for some reason, and you will be surprised. The average person has up to like 5 to 10 pounds of waste stuck up in their bodies. So you might need a laxative, fam. You might not even know it. The next herb I'm gonna talk about is probably one of my favorites because it is one of the first ones that I ever started taking. Kelp actually was the first one that I started taking because kelp, along with this one I'm about to talk about, black cohosh, seriously helped me. So I was diagnosed, that makes it sound really dramatic. It really wasn't that dramatic, but yeah, whatever. I was diagnosed with PCOS maybe like 4 years ago, maybe longer, maybe 4 or 5, I don't know. Basically what it is your hormones are imbalanced. I'm a man. No, I'm not a man, but I do have more male hormones than female hormones. And that sounds like really scary. I'm not about to grow a beard, like relax. Although that is a symptom for some women, to have a little bit of facial hair, not grow a beard, but just have a little bit of facial hair. For most women, and for me personally, it meant that you have cysts on your ovaries, and which can ultimately lead to infertility. I'm saying all this to get at that this herb seriously reversed that for me. Seriously reversed that. Is there seriously a siren outside? Like, I'm trying to talk about my ovaries. Can you be respectful? But for me personally, and for a lot of women, it came from being on birth control and then stopping. And the doctors will tell you, just go back on birth control because that just masks the problem, but it won't solve it. For me, I became aware that I had the problem, sidebar, because around my period and just random times in general, like if I moved a certain way too fast or turned my body really fast, or when I would sneeze, I would feel the sharpest pain in my ovaries. It hurt so bad. And I won't lie to you, occasionally, sometimes it still happens, and I know it's directly related to what I'm eating. I am a vegan, but that doesn't mean I'm 100% healthy, for the record. So if I have like a lot of fried foods, or I have, you know, certain mucus forming foods, I know that it's directly impacting my reproductive system. So anyway, didn't want to make this video that long and tell you all that, but that's what happened. Mainly the number one thing, if you look it up, it'll say is for menopause. But I know also for me, another sidebar, that I just love this herb, clearly. The other thing that helped me with is, I don't know if anyone's been watching me that long, but a while back, I had some issues with night sweats. I was having night sweats like all the time. That's from pH imbalance. Any kind of imbalance in your body, I feel like this herb is just like, I got you, fam, don't worry about it. And yeah, I started taking black cohosh, gone. Don't have night sweats at all. I don't even know the last time I ever had that problem. It also helps with cramps or any type of, like, if you have a very severe period, like for 5 to 7 days you just can't move from bed because your period ruins your life, you might want to look into black cohosh because it'll seriously help your reproductive system. All right, moving on to the next herb that is also really good for your reproductive system. I'm like on and off with this herb, not really for any reason. I think it's just because I have black cohosh, so I feel like that's my go-to reproductive herb, and I'm happy with that one. But red clover, not taking anything away from it. To take both would probably be even more beneficial. I should probably go buy red clover right now. So again, it balances hormones, helps menopause, cramping, infertility. Also, ton of vitamins, potassium, calcium, a bunch of great stuff in it. All these herbs have all this great stuff in it, but just saying. But another cool thing about red clover is it helps bone strength, osteoporosis. It has helped tremendous amount of people. There are so many stories online if you look it up. Also, detoxifies blood and blood circulation, so it's good for your heart. How many times are we gonna say that? Oh, but another great thing, I almost forgot. It is really, really good for respiratory infections, bronchitis, tonsillitis, any kind of thing you got going on with your respiratory. Super good for that. Next up, we got burdock root. Now, personally, I love this in tea. A few times, this and another herb I'm gonna mention right after this, I will break open the capsule and dump in the actual like raw form, powder, whatever you wanna call it, into my tea. And burdock actually tastes good. A lot of these don't taste good. Milk thistle tastes good, burdock and yellow dock, but we're not there yet. We're getting repetitive here, but purifies your blood and ultimately gets rid of heavy metals that are found in your blood. A lot of people have heavy metals in their blood and they don't even know. It's actually super good for your skin because, you know, blood flow makes your skin glow. You know. Are you guys tired of me yet? We're almost done. Halfway done? I don't know, a little bit over half. So let's move on to yellow dock. This is another one of my favorites, I think, just because I personally like this one in tea the best. My brother hates it in tea. I like it in tea, whatever, everybody's different. It is a great source of iron, so if you are iron deficient, get you some yellow dock. So this is an antioxidant. It's a really good remedy for diarrhea, constipation, heartburn, not a heartache. It's overall like a digestive aid. But if you're anemic, seriously, I seriously recommend it because seriously. Marshmallow! Yeah, I said marshmallow. Not marshmallow, but marshmallow is super good for you. It is a bacteria killer. All that bacteria, dead. So if you have any type of respiratory issue, tract infection, whatever, it will reduce all the swelling in your lymph nodes. Your throat will be like, whoop, we're good. All colds, all coughs, all that taken care of. It also, to be honest, I don't really know how it does this because I know it helps all your respiratory, but it also helps if you have a UTI, urinary tract infection, any kind of, I think, infection, because it is a bacteria killer and, you know, that's what UTIs are from. I think it just like stabs them. If you have IBS or Crohn's disease or any type of infection, marshmallow. Not marshmallows, marshmallow. We got two more, I promise, 2 more. Black walnut. Whoa, boy, get it in your life. Get it in your life. Yeast infections or ringworms will die because of black walnut. They'll be dead. You'll have to bury them. It's been found to reduce excessive sweating, lower blood pressure, oxygenate the blood, which ultimately helps be a laxative a little bit, helps metabolism function properly because it has this thing called, what is it called? Juglone or something like that? I don't know, but that thing, it's an enzyme that your body needs to help metabolism start flowing. Tighten your skin, so it anti-aging properties in it, helps poison ivy, eczema, or acne. So black walnut is kind of just like I do it all. I do everything. I do a lot. Last one I'm not going to butcher because I have heard this pronounced so many ways, guys. I don't know how to say this. This one is new in my life, like recently, like super, like December started taking it. But I'm not gonna like, you know, not give it credit just because it's late to the game. So it is really good for UTIs and yeast infections, vaginal yeast infections. It is known to cut the chances of getting sick in half, over half. I think it's like 60% in half. It's super good for your immune system. And it's overall like a natural painkiller. So this one I don't really take every day, but if I have a headache or I have a stomach ache, any kind of pain, it's a natural painkiller. I will take this thing, and I don't know how to say it. I will take that and I will feel better instantly. So that is all the herbs that I take pretty much every day. Some of them are very high on my list compared to others. Like as soon as I run out, we'll have to run to the store to get them. But like for example, when I run out of black cohosh or sarsaparilla and I don't have it for maybe even like a week, I notice, especially black cohosh. I will feel it. I don't know how to explain it, guys, but I will feel it. And I just want to say that I don't have all these issues. Really, motorcycle? Can everybody just let me talk about herbs? I don't have obviously all these issues. Coronary heart disease and IBS IBS and all these issues. But these herbs will prevent those things from happening. And why would I wait until I have them to prevent them? I think that's the problem. I don't want to get too deep into this, but I think that's a problem a lot with our society and America. At least I don't know about other countries, but we wait until it's too late to try to reverse a problem. And why wouldn't you just not form the problem when you are in control of how that problem becomes a problem? How many times are you gonna say problem? No, but seriously, why wait until you have cancer or IBS or whatever, even if it's not that severe? Why wait until you have it to try to solve it? I know when I was diagnosed with the PCOS thing, I was like, well, I'm not about to get back on birth control because that was totally unnatural for my body. My body did not react well with birth control. I recommend everyone take herbs. And I mean, they're cheap, guys. Like if you're really gonna make the excuse that you can't afford them, they're like $7 or $8. The most expensive one, like I said, I think is milk thistle, can be $15. If you're really gonna not value your health, then I don't know why you clicked the video. I don't know. I don't really have much to say to you. You don't value yourself. You should value yourself. You should love yourself enough to treat your body with the love and respect that it needs to function properly so that you can live a happier, healthier life. Seriously look into at least try to take one, start with one, move on to two. I mean, that's how I got into it. I've been taking the herbal supplements probably now for 3 or 4 years. These are things from the earth. Mother Nature has literally given us these things for remedies for our body. You don't need to go to the doctor. You eat the trash and processed food that they feed you, and then you get sick so they can give you the vaccines and the medication that doesn't help you, and it just, suppresses the problem but doesn't solve it. That's my spiel. I'm done. I also have 2 other little health tips, health supplement things, health things that I keep in my life daily, but they aren't supplements. And if you would like to know what those other 2 things I need in my life are, then comment down below and I would be happy to make a video on those 2 because I didn't really want to group them in with this video because this is a long one, and thank you for watching if you're still watching. Alright, I will shut up. Make sure you check out the bottom bar down below because I will have all information on all the herbs and a whole bunch of informational links for you to check out. I can't talk. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!